Good day, fellow hunters. This is Jared Lantern with another prop review video for you. Today I will be reviewing the Ghostly Gentleman prop from Morbid Enterprises. I believe he was new to Morbid in 2015, although I'd never seen him for sale in any stores, only on online retailers, of course. So it was kind of a rare purchase for me to make a large Halloween prop purchase without seeing it in person before, and I know a big purchase is different for everybody. For me, it's anything over $100, but I did get him for a very good price on the Halloween forum. So I've seen him for sale for as much as like 250, 260 bucks. I think one of the most expensive retailers that had it was Halloween Asylum. I like him. He's definitely not worth 250 bucks. So again, I got him for a very, very reasonable price. He stands about 6'4". A lot of the descriptions online say he's 7 feet tall. He's not quite 7 feet tall. And I guess you can prop up the hat a little taller if you wanted to. Absolutely love the composition of this guy. He's made up of kind of the pants and the shirt, meaning the inside shirt here, are all one piece that you put down on the legs and then you raise it up to his neck, and then he has the coat that goes over the whole body. And it's a very authentic, kind of a dirty, if I can get the details here, it's a white coat, white clothing, white pants, with like a kind of a black looking coloring over it to make it look more aged, more dirty. Awesome face, awesome details on the facial structure, and he has a long white hair, and of course the aforementioned top hat. In his left hand, he's holding a black rose, which is a nice touch. And then in his right hand, he's holding a staff with a skull that lights up. And then you see his white bowling shoes, it looks like. But there's also this lacy stuff, which is also a really cool added feature around the neck and around his wrists. For the theme that I'm looking for this year, and I really, like I said, I don't normally buy props without seeing them before buying them. But being that he fit perfectly with one of the themes that I'm looking at, if you've seen my previous videos, one of the themes that I'm going for is a vampire's lair. Another one that I'm going for is kind of like a classic ghost theme. Not so much just like typical white bedsheet with two holes for the eyes, but you know, this guy right here definitely fits the theme that I'm going for. He also has a kind of like a Disney Haunted Mansion feel about him as well. He has a head that turns from side to side, his eyes light up, his staff lights up, and he also sways side to side. Let's go ahead and do a quick run through so we can see what he looks like.
Excuse me, right chap. Might you be able to tell me what exactly these people are doing here in my home? Out for the evening, my kind sir. I too so enjoy strolling these streets at night, but best beware.
So there are two of the three phrases that he speaks. Now that I've seen him, or that you've seen him animated, I'm just going to briefly go over the negatives that I have about this guy. First of all, the audio is really, really bad. Um, Not so much what he's saying. Um, Not that the phrases aren't amazing either. The This may be very, very nitpicky as a haunter, but one phrase he's talking about being out in the streets, and another phrase he's talking about being inside of a house. So it's kind of confusing on that aspect. Also, and I really do like the British accent. I think that definitely ties in with the whole name of the gentleman. Um, but the it's not so much that it's hard to hear what he's saying. You can understand it, but the speaker box, and it has this volume control knob, and I have it turned all the way up. It's just really hard to hear. It's just kind of like a bad speaker. And then you have the added music, which kind of almost overpowers the dialogue, so it becomes even harder to understand what he's saying. Um, that would be one complaint. The other complaint are the LED color changing eyes. I much prefer if he just had a solid color, just on, as opposed to it changing. Kind of cheapens it when the eyes change colors like that. For instance, the skull staff, the skull, it stays just a solid red. I think it would look so cool if his eyes also stayed a solid red. Um, but those are my two biggest complaints. Um, Everything else that I've mentioned so far, I really like. Like I said, the composition of this guy, when you stand back and look at him, he just looks like a really cool. Um, Try not to fall over here. He looks like a really cool, just a freestanding prop. You wouldn't even think that he is um, standing on the metal frame down there, and they did a really good job of having the defined pant legs and making it look like that he's a standing creature here. Um, so, like I said, he will definitely tie in well with the theme that I'm hoping to achieve this year. Um, he's kind of a looking at him now. He kind of has like a American Horror Story Papa Legba mixed with Slash from Guns N' Roses type of a motif. But I really do dig the hair and the hat combination. I think it does look really cool. So a very unique prop. Um, Personally, for me, when it comes to display time, I most likely will probably turn his speaker all the way down and simply have him swaying back and forth um, with the eyes. And I know they sell on eBay. They sell, and I've bought them before. They do sell LED lights that you could be used for eyes. I might even replace those in the eye sockets there, because the sockets for the eyes are just really, really cool. If I can get all the way up in here, it really sets in pretty deep, and there's really amazing detail on the eye sockets. So again, I think that the color changing LEDs just makes it, I don't know, just kind of makes it a little bit tacky. Solid color, I would have been a lot happier with. But other than that, it's a great prop. A great prop that I got at a very good price too. So, um, and just a note to Morbid Enterprises and all the other prop makers out there, can you please make it so that when you open up the back of a prop, that all the functions are towards the back. Keep the speaker on the front, towards the front of the prop, but the volume knob and the power source, the power buttons and everything, keep those to the back. It just makes it makes more sense to make sure that we can access all those buttons and knobs and features when we open it from the back, because you cannot access any of those things from his front. This looks like it opens up here on the front of his shirt, but it doesn't. So keep the speaker on the front, put all the buttons on the back, please. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give this guy a, let's say 7. Um, quite frankly, I think if he was a static prop, he probably would have ranked a little bit higher. I think the poor audio and the eyes kind of um, lessens the rating for me a little bit. But I do love the movement, and I love the head movement as well. So yeah, a great prop. Not perfect, but definitely great. So if you check out the Halloween forum, I bought this from a seller by the name of Spine Chiller is his name, and he had a few other props for sale. I think he had the animated haunted twins, also from Morbid, and a few other things. And so I got it for a really good price. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, happy haunting.